Yo, what's up, guys? It's Tay here. We are, man, we are back with um, another video, just recapping the match between Brock and I. And man, this was such a good match. Um, the stakes were high for the both of us. This is literally just a win and you're in kind of game. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right in. You see the six that I bring. You see the six that he brings. Originally, when I prepped for this team, this was not the original six I prepped for. Like, I didn't prep for the Urshifu, I didn't prep for the Mudsdale, and I did not prep for the Raichu. Even though I like saw those other three, I still was like, okay, my team can still do some stuff. So, yeah, I was really nervous going into this game. It was just a lot that needed to happen in order for me to pull this one out. So you see that I lead the Cobalion and Whimsicott. He leads the Gyarados and the Raichu. Um, so, and you like this set was just like I said, all these preps that I have on these mons is for another six, like that I was preparing for. But you see, I go for the protect on the Whimsicott, and then I max the Cobalion, and everything's sped up. This is pre-recorded match. I'm just doing post-game comm and stuff like that. So yeah, I max my Cobalion. You see, he maxes his Gyarados. I can't remember off the top of my head of what he clicks, but yeah, here's my protect. He fakes out the Whimsicott, probably expecting beat up. Yeah, I click max rockfall, and like once I click it and it hits, and I was really surprised on how bulky this Gyarados runs. I later found out that it was AV Gyarados, so that's a very good bring by his. I was prepping for Choice Scarf Gyarados, so yeah, he max airstreams my Whimsicott, breaking my Sash. So I was just like, okay, if this is pretty bulky, I'm gonna just keep clicking it, hoping for something to happen. Um, I'll click Tailwind just to, get a little bit of speed control out there. And he clicks Nuzzle, paralyzing, which, I mean, it kind of worried me a little bit, but I was just like, I'll take whatever chances I need. So I was like, you know what? Michael Bayon can live whatever it needs to live. So I'm just going to set up here. Use my beat up justified, strategy. Try to get my attack boost up as much as possible. Because I know at the beginning of the game, his Intimidate kind of lowered my attack a little bit. So that's also played into a factor of a lot of things. My Cobalion lives this Max Quake, which really surprised me. I'm glad that it lived. So yeah, and then Max Rockfall takes out the Gyarados here. And like I said, guys, like just during this match in general, really, I was just stressed the entire time. Like, my palms were literally sweating. It was just a lot that I had to play this game really perfectly. And like I talked to Brock after this game, and like that we were just talking about our sets and just how close everything was. And I he played really well. So yeah, he takes out my Cobalion with Nuzzle, and he takes out the Whimsicott with Poison Jab. So, like, my first two are out, so I had to go in my Hydreigon and in my Poltegeist. This Poltegeist set, guys, was literally a last second change, like right before the match. Because I was contemplating. I originally prepped an offensive set Poltegeist. It was like Stored Power, Shadow Ball, Protect, and something else. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, this was literally just gonna be a straight offensive set. So yeah, I love that last minute change. The ally switch comes out, you saw that, and then the crit Draco Meteor came out, which really was kind of crazy to me. This is Leftovers Poltegeist. This is Life Orb Hydreigon. Um, At first, I think it was this play that like this upcoming play. Um, I originally thought if it wasn't this play, it may have been the next one. But no, it was definitely this play. I thought it was yeah, you see the Curse body come out as well, which was also kind of crazy. So, with that being said, I thought this was a bandit Urshifu. Just because like this next play, he can't use any moves now. So I'm just like, okay, he's gonna have to struggle to death. But he's like helping handing and stuff like that. Um, which the helping hand is helping him do a lot more. So yeah, yeah. So like yeah, this game I literally just thought, okay, this is a bandit Urshifu, so he can't really do anything else. So like at this point, I kind of know that I lose now, just because I'm either gonna lose to my life orb. Well, I thought I was gonna lose to my life orb, but he gets the crit struggle at the end of the game, so he wins the first game 2-0. We'll fast forward here. Game 2, he leads the same thing. I lead a little bit different. I bring out Poltergeist and Kobayan this time. He gets the Intimidate drops on my attack. So, yeah. At this point, I'm like, okay, a lot of his mons, if not all, are physically, strong. So, I'm like, okay, I'm going to lead with Poltergeist and just burn everything. That comes into play a lot more later on, but yeah, I was just like, I need to burn everything possible just because of how physically, how physical his Pokemon are. So yeah, I max guard, max protect just to be safe. He, paralyzes my Poltergeist, almost kills it, gets the speed boost on the max airstream. But yeah, I had to burn his Gyarados just to, lower its attack a little bit. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this Poltergeist saved my life, y'all. Even like this Cobalion set was a last minute change. I originally was gonna do AV with like close combat, Iron Head, Stone Edge, and Bounce, but I took off Iron Head and put on Protect instead. So yeah, he max quakes, killing my Poltergeist, which that's fine in a sense, kind of, but it still was just kind of like, I kind of needed that, but that's okay. So yeah, I think I go into Hydreigon here. Yeah, and like, if you guys like were to like pay attention from that first game, there was like a decent amount of crits that happened in that game. I know in this game there were like some really important misses that I had. There were some a lot of crits that happened in this game, I think, as well. So yeah, there's one of the misses right there. I think I clicked Draco Meteor on the Raichu, so that missed. I get a crit on the Gyarados Max Rock Fall, so that's crazy. Like, so many just different kind of hacks happened in these games, and it was just insane. So he brings on the Urshifu. My max is over, and that's completely fine. I still know that like I can do some sort of damage. It went by so fast I kind of forgot what I clicked on the Hydreigon and the Cobalion, so that's okay. You'll see what happens here. Oh yeah, he goes for Nuzzle, paralyzing my Hydreigon, which that's okay. Oh yeah, I ran Cobra Berry instead of AV, and that saved my life a little bit, to be honest with you guys. So he clicks close combat, lowers his defense. I click it on this Urshifu and it dies. So that's really important. That Cobra Berry was a last minute change too. Really saved my life. The crit Draco Meteor again comes out. I can't even tell you how many times that a crit Draco Meteor came out with this. So his last mine was Rillaboom here. I didn't necessarily think I had the game in the bag, but I was just kind of like, there's not much that this Rillaboom can do. So I double protect this first game because I figured Fake Out was going to come anyway. I prepped for Fake Out. on this Rillaboom regardless. So yeah, double protect first turn. This next turn, I think I click Draco Meteor, if I'm not mistaken. No, I switch. I do. Yes, I definitely do switch. I remember this. This Toxtricity was a last minute bring, kind of. I originally was going to bring Ludicolo, but I was like, Toxtricity can probably do something else that I think Ludicolo can't. So, yeah. This is Choice Scarf Toxtricity, by the way. But, yeah, I click Sludge Bomb, locking myself into that move. The Citrus Berry comes out on his end. He takes off my Choice Scarf. He lives the close combat. I contemplated clicking Bounce instead, just because I'm pretty sure it would have killed. But it didn't really matter. He's gonna die this next turn regardless. So yeah, that's game 2. So I ended up winning game 2. It's now 1-1. We're gonna go into game 3. He leads Hawlucha Urshifu, which really kind of confused me a little bit. He said later on that it was to counter whatever I led, which I can understand a little bit. But I'm like, all right, I'm burning everything. And that's exactly what I do, because like I said, his team is so physical. And then I maxed the Cobalion again, just because that's the only thing I really can max. He clicks Close Combat. I got my Coba Berry, and that does its thing. He actually doubles into the Cobalion, and it lives its due diligence. The lower defense on his end, the max extreme is going to kill. So, man, yeah, I don't even know. Yeah, I just don't know how stressed out I was during this game. And like I said, I'm burning everything. I don't care. It needs to happen, just because how physical he is. I need to lower its stats, all of his mon stats, as much as I possibly can. I think I max Extreme again. Yeah, and then I burn the Rillaboom. Like every time a mon entered, I burned it every single turn, just because that's what needed to happen. You see the G Max Rillaboom come out this time instead of the Max Gyarados from before. I can't remember what he said this Rillaboom was afterwards. I kind of forgot, but it was pretty. I think it was pretty bulky as well. But yeah, the Max Airstream takes out the Hawlucha. Hawlucha was one of the original mons I prepped for, along with Rillaboom. I prepped for AV Rillaboom. I don't think that's what he bought. Oh wait, I think this was Citrus Berry Rillaboom. I think that's what it was. I didn't, like I said, I didn't originally prep for Mudsdale, but you see that's coming in, and you see I'm clicking Will-O-Wisp again. Everything. This was like the only strat that I had last minute. You see him, he protects and does that. I click Max Airstream just to get some more speed involved, just because you never know. He clicks Max Airstream, killing my Cobalion, which is fine. I mean, I would have loved it to live around longer, but I just knew it wasn't going to, so that's completely okay. I think I bring in Hydreigon. I contemplated a little bit to bring in Toxtricity, but I was like, no, there's no way. Actually, this Hydro Pump on here was a last minute change, because I originally was going to bring Heat Wave for the S-Calf, because I pressed for S-Calf instead of like Mudsdale and Raichu and all that stuff. So yeah, this Hydro Pump was a last minute change for sure. Yeah, I go to burn the Mudsdale. And then then the Hydro Pump missed again. Hydreigon missed so many moves in these matches that I was really worried that it was gonna like screw me over. But luckily it didn't. So I lived the close combat from the burn. I think that really helped out a lot. So that's really important. Yeah, everything's burned at this point now. Um, I protect the Hydreigon. I think I click Strength Sap. Yeah, on the Rillaboom. Uh, yeah, he protects again, which I kind of forget about, but that's completely fine. I knew like the Mustang really couldn't do anything against anything I have, so yeah, he takes off my leftovers on my Poltegeist, which is completely okay. Uh, and then when I saw that he brought this Mudsdale, Mudsdale is usually like AV and like super like physically defensive, like invested. But um yeah, this Hydro Pump just kind of kills, which is kind of crazy. So that really catches me off guard. So like at this point, I'm like, I think I just win. Um, so yeah, I think I ended up just winning this game. The Draco Meteor, I think, just kills at this point. I click Strength Sap again just to be sure, lowering the attack even more than what it already was. So yeah, man, uh, yeah, that's the game. I ended up winning +4 on my end, and yeah, so GG's to Brock for sure, man. Such a great match. We both needed to win this week just because it's a win and you're in kind of situation. I am now 4-4 +5. I want to say. I think that's what my numbers are right now. So I do have a tough one next week. I'm going to be going against Hub, and then I got Maxwell after that. And then I have Jizzy. So yeah, GG's to Brock, man, and I hope y'all enjoyed this video, guys. So I hope to see y'all next week.